There are people whose life stories inspire others to work hard for success. Then there are people whose inspirational lives end up in a full-time profession of motivating others. Life coach, public speaker, author, and philanthropist Tony Robbins is one such person, and today's video is about his life story. Anthony J. Mahavarick was born in 1960 in North Hollywood, California, to John and Nikki Mahavarick. He was the eldest of 3 children. John was a parking garage attendant, while his mother Nikki was a drug abuser and an alcoholic. It was a troubled family, and the problems led to John and Nikki's divorce when Tony was 7. Tony's family life became turbulent, and there was a financial struggle. Tony was forced into picking up odd jobs quite early in his life to support his siblings. He recalls his home life as chaotic and abusive. His emotionally volatile mother went into a remarrying spree. It was during her marriage with baseball player Jim Robbins when Tony got the second name that has stuck with him. Jim legally adopted Tony. Tony speaks often about his early days. In one speech, he talks about,
So I grew up in a position where I know exactly what it feels like to walk into a restaurant and, like Denny's, if you can call that a restaurant, right? That was my idea of a restaurant. And go in there and freak out and look at the menu and see how much something cost before I ordered it. And worry. And if you took a girl out, praying she wouldn't order something expensive. And then feeling rotten for not wanting her to have what you wanted her to have, which is anything she wanted.
he attended Glendora High School in California. Amidst all the hardships, his early public speaking skills shone out, and he was elected student body president in his senior year. This was also a time when he was struggling with a medical abnormality of gigantism. Due to a pituitary gland situation, he grew 10 inches during high school and went on to measure 6'7". He has abnormally big palms and feet. His motivation wasn't weighed down by the awkwardness of his size. Meanwhile, the chaos at home became too much to take for Robbins. To avoid negativity in his life, he left home and never returned. He supported himself by working as a janitor and did not attend college. During his youth, he discovered that he had a talent for public speaking, and he began to read the works of such inspirational writers as Ralph Waldo Emerson and Dale Carnegie. At the age of 17, he took a job organizing seminars for the motivational speaker Jim Rohn. Robbins learned the ropes from Jim and used his public speaking talent to become a motivational speaker himself. A few years later, he met neuro-linguistic programming co-founder John Grinder. He was a co-developer of modeling, a technique through which a trainee attains success by closely copying the conscious and unconscious behavior of a successful person. Robbins trained with him and eventually became his partner for the life coaching business. Robbins started teaching neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, and Eriksonianhypnosis, a way to induce a trance without the subject knowing that they're hypnotized and planting a suggestion. Robbins was holding his own seminars by the early 1980s. The sessions came to be described as secular revival meetings. He had learned the art of firewalking and incorporated it as a high point of his seminars. According to Robbins, firewalking was used to make people conquer their own fear and build confidence. Robbins' firewalking event took the status of a masked cult ritual, where the audience would surround the pyre and clap and shout in rhythm like African tribesmen do. Robbins, with a mic, would scream and encourage the people to go through the rite of passage. Legendary TV host Oprah Winfrey participated in one such electrifying firewalking event. The stunt was widely celebrated. Oprah was out of breath on stage describing her baptism by fire, saying, "This was an experience, let me just tell you. This is the next chapter." She continued, "I didn't think I could do it, and I did it. I was petrified standing there for a minute, and then I thought, well, you have to believe you can do it. And then Tony just whispered in my ear, yes, yes, yes. I don't know how I did it." In one of the events, the firewalk went horribly wrong, and a dozen people were burnt and injured. Tony had to do a lot of firefighting to save his reputation built with blood and sweat. In 1988, Robbins released his first infomercial, Personal Power, which helped to promote his services as a peak performance coach. The infomercial helped Robbins gain wide exposure, selling his Personal Power self-help audio tapes. His early infomercials featured celebrities such as Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback Frank Tarkenton and actor Martin Sheen. By 1991, an estimated 100 million Americans in 200 media markets had seen his infomercials. Tony Robbins had arrived. He built up a following by writing books, producing audiobooks, television infomercials, DVDs, and smartphone apps. In 2010, he hosted a reality TV show, Breakthrough with Tony Robbins. The show was short-lived, but it helped Robbins expand his audience base. Throughout his writings, seminars, and speeches, Robbins would teach techniques and practices for improving one's life. He espoused the need to achieve emotional mastery. Later, as a motivational speaker, he started focusing on financial success. He offered tailored services to rich people like entrepreneurs, sports people, business owners, and other celebrities. His client list included Bill Clinton, Justin Tuck, Serena Williams, and Hugh Jackman. His annual seminars have attained a cult status where he builds up the tempo by teaching his self-help and positive thinking, and reaches a climax with the Firewalk, Unleash the Power Within, Date with Destiny, Life and Wealth Mastery, Business Mastery, and Leadership Academy are some of his massively popular seminars, which are thronged by thousands. Each ticket costs about $2,500. Like all successful people, Robbins has faced his share of criticism and litigations. Some call his NLP technique a fraud. He was also accused of sexual harassment during the Me Too movement, though this didn't deter his spirit. He has been motivating and improving the lives of millions and has amassed millions in the process. He is also invested in sports and co-owns the Los Angeles Football Club. His current net worth is estimated to be $500 million. He was named one of the top 50 business intellectuals by Accenture and one of the top 200 business gurus by the Harvard Business Press, and in 2007 was ranked on the Forbes Celebrity 100. 4 out of 5 of his books are bestsellers, including Unlimited Power and Awaken the Giant Within. Robbins also does a lot of philanthropic work through his foundation. The guru not only motivates, but inspires too. Well, we wrap it up here. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about Tony Robbins' methods and your opinion about the accusations on him? Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the latest updates.